So I put up a poll on Twitter, and it didn't get a lot of votes, unfortunately. It only got 34, but basically, I asked the question, do you think Spider-Man PS4 is overhyped? Do you think it will be overrated? And I think that's a good question to base a video on, because a lot of people haven't talked about this. I think I've seen on the Spidey Squad Twitter, of course, like one person talk about it, but my inspiration came from a different point of view here, and it's coming from a fan from Arkham that was disappointed by Arkham, and I expected more than what it was. But this is a different case here. For Arkham Knight, we were expecting a perfect game to end a trilogy of two perfect games, like two great masterpieces. Arkham Asylum, you can debate if it's a masterpiece. Arkham City, I will literally debate to the death. It's a great game. It's so great. So for the Spider-Man games, we haven't had a all-around good Spider-Man game. Period. I just think we have to get that fact across. It's either we have really good gameplay and horrible web swinging and horrible story, or we have decent story, horrible gameplay, decent, web swinging, or we have horrible web swinging, horrible gameplay, good story. That's usually the Spider-Man games. There's never a good balance of everything, and we never really get to see that throughout any of the games. There's usually a bad story or bad gameplay or bad something, and it happens a lot throughout the games. So what we're seeing now for this game, we're seeing something that has good combat. It's shaping up to be a good story with, of course, unique interpretations of these characters to make it fresh. And they're also revamping the web swinging, and they're making it much different than what it was before with an experienced Spider-Man, so it looks more stylistic and cool. So, I mean, is it overhyped? I don't think so. I think the hype is actually at the right balance right now, because we are finally getting a game with Spider-Man in it that's basically all around good all throughout it. From what we've seen so far, the gameplay looks unique, fun, and fresh. The story is, of course, completely different from what we've seen recently. We haven't seen this type of Peter Parker in this type of situation that he is in right now. We haven't seen him fight these different villains in this type of group before. We're seeing a different type of universe here, and it's very, very cool. And the gameplay, the web swinging, it all looks so good. It really does. I mean, I can see why people would be mad about it because it's on PS4, and I understand that frustration. I mean, I would be very frustrated too if I didn't own a PS4, and I was just on Xbox. Like, it's not that big of a deal if it's on PlayStation. God of War, both of the Last of Us games, Uncharted. I mean, there's so many games that have been on PlayStation. I understand that Spider-Man hasn't been exclusive, but Sony still owns Spider-Man, guys. So no matter what, their say goes. They bought the character. It's their character. They get to do whatever they want with it. Same thing with The Last of Us. Same thing with God of War. If they want to make it exclusive, they get to do whatever they want. It's their character. If you don't like it, it's unfortunate, And it's not like this game is not going to sell well. This game has been very anticipated, just by everybody, by a lot of gamers. It's looking to be a very anticipated game by a lot of people, and it seems like it's rightfully so. It seems like it's a very good game by developers who are humble and who love the character and who are trying to get the character right. So, I mean, I don't really see the concern. Will it be overrated? But we have to wait until the game comes out officially to actually answer that question, if it will be overrated or not. It would be very shocking if it is. I don't know if people are really going to be. I mean, people have been judgmental about Spider-Man games in the past. I mean, if this is like one of those games that are really good, and it's a Spider-Man game, I don't think people are going to lie about it. I think if it's bad, people are going to be like, yeah, it's bad. I don't think people are going to overrate it because it's made by Insomniac and, one of the most anticipated games. I don't think people are going to do that. If it's a bad Spider-Man game, they're going to tell us it's a bad Spider-Man game. We just got one a few years ago. It wouldn't be that big of a shocker. It really wouldn't. So that's just my opinion. It's just my thoughts. I want to hear what you guys think in the comments below. I know a lot of people are concerned about this game for multiple reasons, and I completely understand where you're coming from, and I understand that, some of the things in this game do look concerning, but when we look at the grand scheme of things, when we look at everything, like, it does look like it's going to be one of the best, if not the best, Spider-Man game, because of the story, because of the web swinging, because of the combat, because of all this stuff. So that's basically my take. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe for more videos like this. I'll see you guys later. Peace out.